Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name is Ken Maxey and today I am once again joined by Nick.
Hi there.
And we have Game 2 from Round 4 of the Cambridge Store Championships. So on the left we have Dave playing CTM. On the right we have Bart playing Eddie Kim. So a slight change from the usual wizard tech.
Bring on the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about this? About Kim over wizard? I mean...
Well, it's interesting because it's really good kill tech. That's what we all think about Kim, I think, in general. But I think like he's fun. He fucks shit up basically.
Yeah.
To put it simply.
I mean, there are a lot of operations that do very bad things in CTM. So if you've like gone tag me, actually, you know, the best thing you can do is like hammer all the bad operations.
Yeah, with Kim you almost have a legitimate tag me game there, really, as it were.
Yeah.
Whereas with other runners, all you can do is sort of like swim under your tags and think, oh god, something bad is going to happen to me soon.
I mean, to an extent. So we're going to see. Yeah, it's got a hedge fund there. I mean, Dave's getting his money train rolling. I mean, again, this is the problem. Like, he's not wizard, and he's got 3 credits at the moment. Bart's going to have to find some money quickly if he's going to start contesting these assets. Otherwise, Dave's just going to have that bankers just sitting there all game. And Bart really cannot allow that to happen.
Oh, there's a sure gamble.
Credit gamble. But it still can't really get away with trashing because it costs him a lot of money and he still needs to clear a tag. I know there are scrubbers in this deck, so I think finding those sooner rather than later will kind of define how this game ends up going.
It's a very pessimistic view on the traditional Anarch CTM matchup, isn't it, really? With Wizard, you're saying, I can do this, I can trash all of these things. With Kim, you're saying, I'm going to get tagged. I'm going to destroy everything on the way out, you know, like...
I don't know. I mean, Bart's obviously... He likes to go off meta. I don't know what's in this deck exactly, but I'm sure he has his plan for a CTM matchup. So, I mean, he's probably going to want one HQ a lot because CTM will tend to hold cards in hand. Oh, here's a scrubber. So
there's a scrubber.
That is very good for Bart here. That basically, yeah, that makes him almost as good as Wizard here. So
nice.
Like, yeah. So now, kind of ignore everything I've already said because I think
he's back in the game.
He's back. Like he's in the game now because I mean, if he, like, yeah, two credits a turn to trash assets is just ridiculous in this, and like, because like there have been I remember people playing Val and like slotting scrubbers in it and Rebirth back in the old asset spam days, and the thing was it just wasn't as good because as Wizard you needed those recurring credits turn 1. But here, because Bart's got it early, it's just working in his favour.
Exactly. You couldn't have asked for a better card in this matchup.
Not really.
Still got to clear those tags though.
I don't think those are tags.
So no, I mean he's still got to clear tags as he trashes things.
Sure, we're just going to see if we get a slums or something soon. Well, there's a Temujin. That's going to really power Bart's econ here. Interesting doing that click. I think he did that click 2.
Oh, is that so?
I'm guessing it's Temujin on Archives. I mean, so he's not quite getting the full value out of it there, no doubt.
Ice is getting slammed down on that server.
Yeah, although Dave's already played 4 Ice.
Yeah, that could actually be a fairly good call, considering.
I mean, certainly Archives is the correct server to point at this point.
Yep.
So, yeah, so there's the Ice.
the Ice.
But Bart's looking in a much better position now. He's got a bit of a credit cushion. He's got a scrubber out. He can start. Hopefully, that Archives Ice isn't anything too taxing, so he can clear the rest of that Temujin. We also need to check this new remote. Can't let a Sensi live.
And against CTM, the money you'll find just drains away.
Yeah, you really need to be ridiculously rich against CTM. Well, that will help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do alright with what it is.
Yeah, so Bart's in a good position now just to money up and keep on top of the assets. Which is great for, like, if you can survive the early game against CTM, you can really kind of punish them with accesses later.
In retrospect, that Temujin Archives now makes a lot of sense because, you know, like maybe he had that in his hand, he could probably you know, ramped up with it.
I mean, the only problem with that is that now there's an ice on archives. It means that when Bart makes those runs, they're gonna be fundamentally less valuable. Like, if you've got Temujin on R&D, it's like, you know, even if you end up paying 4 credits to get in and get them back, you're getting the R&D accesses or the HU accesses. If it costs you 4 credits theoretically to break the archives ice, there is just no point in doing it except maybe to farm suckers.
Yeah, that's true. But let's say he drew that Temujin on his first click.
Yeah.
On the second click, you have a very hard decision. You know, do you put it on archives and take 8 off it, or do you just wait and maybe have him ice archives next turn anyway? You know, people know that Temujin Anarch is a thing.
Yeah. So Dave's gone for the install double advance here. I love this play out of CTM because you're basically saying, I'm gonna force you to, like, you know, find your gear, get taxed, to steal this agenda that you don't even want.
Best case scenario, it's a breaking news, and yes, you dodged a bullet, but you've just got 1 agenda point to show for it.
It's not a breaking news. That is 100% a GFI.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like, it's just such a power play because, as I say, Dave. I see people just like put out naked GFIs to give to the runner, which is fine, but like this way, Dave is taxing Bart, and I say it looks like Bart's not going to be able to contest that, so Dave just gets 3 points for free. Like that's better than exchanging for it. It's just 3 free points.
Nice.
Yeah, Dave's going to get it. But it's just huge for him. Yeah, there's a GFI.
Tasty.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Dave now. Cause, I mean, now if he scores an Astro, he's basically won.
Ooh.
Because, you know, then it's just an Astro for a Beal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Obviously, there's only one in the deck, but yeah.
Seems to turn up more often than you'd like it against CTM.
This has to make it better now.
Yeah, Bart, it's going to interesting to see what Bart does to try and, like, counter this. Again, like, this is the, you know, hashtag anarch problems.
Well, there's a
Ooh.
Gutenberg on R&D.
Yeah, I know that Dave's a fan of Gutenberg.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a decent piece of ice. Doesn't get played much in CTM, but yeah, I know that Dave's a particular fan.
Well, if you'll only probably run 1, maybe max 2 of it in the deck, and if you can get it on R&D, you're in a really strong position.
I think you only ever run 1. Like,
yeah,
it's and like you don't want to put it anywhere other than R&D. I don't think. Like, I've seen some plays on putting it on a remotes just to kind of trip people up.
the variance makes it really, really. The variance, I think, is what scares people away from it. But if you can manage to get it in your hand, you know, and slam it straight on the server on R&D, then you're in a really strong position.
I mean, it's good. I like compared to Data Raven, I like how, because you can just face check Data Raven, just bounce off, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Gutenberg, like, people don't normally expect to be forced to take a tag.
Yeah, like you hit the Gutenberg, it's happening basically.
Yeah, like yeah, unless you have like a David or something, which a lot of decks are dropping anyway. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Bart's running Davids. I know that Chris Dyer's Worlds deck was running. I actually cut the Davids.
Trash is the pad.
Trash the pad, which I think is fair. Like Dave's quite poor at the moment. I maybe would have let Dave res it first, just to pay the credit. And then if he wants to commit ice to it, sure. Yeah, because Bart's money is running out quite quickly. He's going to want to contest Archives at some point. Just to try and clear that Temujin.
I guess he's trying to spend Dave as much money as he can before he runs Archives, just praying it's not an Archangel. Like, most things would be alright, like the CTM runs, but just not an Archangel.
There's a great deal of great Archangel targets right now. I guess like the best thing you can bounce is Grimoire probably, which is annoying because it's 3 credits and a click, but it's not like the worst. like bouncing Temujin is actually just helping Bart because it just means you can point it somewhere else.
This is true. But where else at this stage?
I mean, you know, it means that at a later date you can just like shove it on R&D, shove it on HQ. Obviously, it's not great at the moment, but or if Dave if Dave installed a naked pad, just install Temujin, run it 3 times. Even if Dave then ices it or installs something over it, like just gaining those 8 credits of Temujin can be a fantastic swing against CTM.
It's true.
Oh, Dave making...
There it is. It's just an enigma.
Yeah. So that again, Bart's just getting gear checked here. Doesn't look like he's seen any breakers. Problem is, if he does draw Yogg, then he can just clear that Temujin, no props. That. I'm wondering if Dave's jamming an agenda here. That would be really bad for Bart.
And Bart's doing the best he can, so doing his best to tax, say, as much as possible, but if he's got no breakers, he's got no game.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So, yeah, putting the pass out on the Enigma, so that's going to die next turn thanks to Grimoire. You know, that seems like a decent play. Means he'll probably be able to clear Temujin next turn unless Dave ices it. Oh. Maybe that's an agenda. Fortunately, Bart does take a tag here, but that's fine. Bart just needs that paperclip so bad. Like, ooh, retrieval run.
Red run.
Ooh, we're going to be getting here.
I didn't see anything go into his... Oh, yeah, that's a Yogg.
Oh, of course.
When did that get in there?
I don't know. Maybe it was off a peddler? But no, that seems decent. I feel so good. Ret run into Temujin archives.
Oh, that's so efficient.
Oh, the efficiency. Oh. Unfortunately, that's not the breaker that Bart needs right now. Like, again, that wraparound is just awful. So yeah, it looks like he's running Archives for real, just to clear Temujin. Seems good before Dave commits any more ice to it. Interesting to see if that indeed is an agenda in that server.
And worst case scenario, it could be an Astro, and then Bart just needs to go spare on Dave's hand. Which is, in fairness, what Kim does best.
Sure. Looks like he's just taking 3 credits. God, I mean, Dave is... He doesn't really have any long-term econ here. So Bart is still in a great position to come out on top here.
Dave's playing a lot poorer than CTM would like to play.
Yeah, I mean, so it's an interesting one. Like, CTM kind of starts out the game often going sort of like very asset spammy, basically just saying to the opponent, oh, if you can't keep up with this, I'm going to get a tremendous advantage.
Oh, and Bart's got the slums out.
Ooh, no, that's a bag out.
Is it? That's a bag out.
That's a bag out.
Damn.
It's going to be a good HQ run.
Papa's got a brand new bag out.
Yeah. But yeah, but like because Bart was able to clear that, you just turn into a Glacier deck and just start install taking 2 all over the place. So yeah, so this
seems like he's letting him into HQ.
So it's a parasiting resistor will trigger a trace, I believe. Now, if Dave has a hard hitting use, just Bart's kind of screwed, unfortunately. Is he running? Oh, so he's okay. So I think it was. I'm not entirely sure what this term was there. I think it might have been install Bagat, parasite the resistor, gamble, clear the tag. So, you know, so kind of setting up for the next turn. But again, like really putting the pressure on here. Oh, so there's a Jackson. Oof. Wonder if that... Maybe that Mildred's an agenda. No, wait, no, sorry. He didn't actually get a Bagat, so whatever. No, that seems... Yeah, if Bart can start running HQ here, that's really... He can just apply some real pressure.
He'll still want some breakers out first, though.
Really, I mean, it depends what that is. I mean, that if that's like a Quandary or Enigma, then yeah,
Yeah, he's laughing, but
yeah. Or if it's just something that Dave can't afford to res, like if Dave reses a toll booth here, that's just brutal for him.
I mean as well. Imagine if it's the Archangel. That's I always think about that when I play
That's a good
CTM. Like
point.
I'm paranoid about every second piece of ice being the Archangel.
Arcane, like I think Theo told me that he asked Chris Dyer how much of Worlds was spent frowning at Archangels, and apparently it was about 80% of the time.
Yep.
It's
It's just out to get you, isn't it? It's just out to ruin your day and piss on your parade.
it's a real problem for Reg Anarch because of the 6 strength. Like even if you need 3 ways to augment the strength to make it happen. That's that is a problem.
That's tasty.
So yeah, now.
Although is Dave now left with 1 credit?
Yes, he is.
So he can't necessarily win next turn.
No, he can't.
Oh wait, no, but has he got 2 agendas scored? I think.
No,
Is that it?
no, that's Jackson.
Oh yeah.
So Dave's on 5 points now.
Was like, is that cheeky 15 minutes?
No. Temujin HQ, I think, would be the play here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it looks like that is indeed the play. Milling a card of Bagat. Bagat is like just that card that I just never have room for. It's always like the 47th card I want.
Sometimes I wish you could. Yay! The crowd goes wild.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Just Bart not just
There's no happier sight than hard-hitting news just in the bin,
yeah.
where it can't get you.
No, that's fantastic. Bart really needs this paperclip. This is just Anarch problems all over the place. I feel like if he is running David, he's just been tremendously unlucky. Luckily Dave can't win this turn, but being geared. I mean, this is kind of the argument for Dumble these days, I think, because it's just being gear checked just feels so bad. Yeah, it looks like just take 3 from Dave. That seems good to me. Of course, if Bart can just keep HQ pressure up, it's possible that he can stop it. Just make it so Dave just doesn't have any agendas. But of course,
Or any operations to swing the game in his favour.
Yeah, I mean that's one of 2 hard-hitting news has gone. There's the paperclip.
Gods be praised.
Yeah. So install paperclip, run HQ.
Oh, Turnpike.
Yeah, that's
awkward for Bart. It's not necessarily game ending, but it is awkward.
it's very problematic. That's actually
Like, if he wants to keep making repeated runs on HQ, he might have to commit to going tag me at this point.
possibly. I mean, I do wonder if this is the time to go tag me.
He can empty that to Mugen. That is the thing he can do.
Yeah, I mean Dave's not in a really bad financial position here, so yeah.
And
So-
this is the point of the game where it is so actually pretty strong to be Kim.
Oh, but Dave's leaving the. I mean, Bart's left the Sansan there, so but it looks like Dave doesn't have the agendas in hand. Doesn't have the winning agenda in hand, so. Bart does have some breathing room to go and trash that next turn.
Man, this is tense. This is very, very tense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. I think Bart wants to check archives soon just to see if he's gotten any tasty meals.
He's got a little way to go before he can win the game, though. He's still got 6 points to go. To be honest, maybe Archives wants to be left alone for a little while he just manages the board state.
Maybe but in a way, like this is the point where you just need to kind of. I mean, again, like I think that.
Can guess that's an MVT on the Sansan, maybe.
Yeah, I can't think of what else it would be, unless
Unless it's a Jackson.
No, or maybe a Jackson. Jackson would be unfortunate, and again, there's a reason why I think that maybe running Archives is a good call. Well, again,
It'll be really interesting to see what Bart does next, though.
yeah, he's definitely still winnable for him. but I think the plays he wants to be making is something along the lines of install medium, run R&D a million times, go and tag me.
Yeah.
Because
With like maybe a little bit of spice on HQ, just
where's
there's
the
a
mimic?
mimic. So HQ's fair game again.
Yeah.
Although does that leave him with 1 credit?
Oh no, you get the Temujin.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, there it is.
There's the Archangel.
Crashing your
So-
birthday party, eating all your birthday
I
cake.
don't, to be honest, I don't even know if Dave bothers firing. I don't think it's really worth the 3 credits at this point.
Probably not.
No. Again, I think because I mean, Dave doesn't have the agenda in hand. If he had the agenda in hand, he would have won already. So, again, like if Bart has medium in hand, I absolutely think 100% the correct play is just install it, go ham on R&D, take all the tags. Because, I mean, what can Dave really like? Dave's in a bad position now. If you can R&D lock him,
Yeah, it's just as easy as drawing that medium that he doesn't have yet.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we did. Yeah, this is the trouble because he wants to apply pressure, but he also wants to be.
I mean, he's got a full set of breakers. He's got a decent amount of money. He's doing okay just pressuring HQ and doing his thing until he gets that medium. Maybe he wants to deal with the Sansan, though. That would be a good thing.
Let's say those are kind of his 2 options: either R&D lock or trash the Sansan. Because otherwise, Dave can just top deck the winning agenda.
It's fair.
Yeah, so he's running the Sansan server now. Looks like it is a Jackson. Where's the quick play? I mean, Dave actually still has a long way to go to score those last 2 points. He's in a bad financial position. He hasn't really got a remote, so it's like now that paperclip's installed, that remote is garbage. Bart.
And you got to hand it to Dave. He really did the best he could here with the little money that he had to get to this point.
Oh, absolutely. Dave's played this very well. And you know, no, I still think the game is in his favour. But again, like the number of times that I've been playing CTM and thought, right, you know, I've got this wrapped up, I can just win here. But then medium comes down, and they just run R&D a million times. It's just, I mean, if I guess the main problem with the idea of installing medium and going tag me is if that is an Archangel on R&D, that's just crippling. Like you just can't really deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's actually probably a last resort. That so, you know, again, keeping the ball control, running, trashing the Sansan so Dave can't just win.
You know, even if it is an Archangel, right now, you know, he's got the Archangel in his hand, and he could put it on R&D in response to a medium.
Yeah, I mean,
In fact, the fact that he's left one in his hand almost makes it more likely that it could be down there, right?
I mean, Dave's a good player. I mean, Archangel's definitely the best piece of ice that could be right now. Yeah, hedge fund's really getting Dave back in the game here.
Ooh,
He might just want that Archangel for the remote. That's the problem.
that's true.
And actually, Archangel on the remote would be really problematic for Bart here because suddenly Dave can just start never advancing.
Also, it could be a toll booth on R&D.
Toll booth would also be problematic,
Yeah.
but I think the res cost is the problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Bart needs to get some data suckers because right now he doesn't have any answers to high strength code gates. Oh, good trash there.
Ouch.
He's going to get a...
There's something really, really satisfying about playing Kim at times like this.
Yeah. No, that's really nice there. Looks like he's going to check archives. Ooh. Oh. Spicy.
Dodge the all-seeing eye bullet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Yeah, not that it could do a lot at this point, but that scrubber's pretty valuable.
Yeah, I mean, the trouble now that Bart has that, breaking news into exchange is now a play that Dave can make.
Uh-huh.
And now, if that's an Archangel or a toll booth on the remote, Bart's in a really rough place. I mean, you have to run it. but then he can't contest the Archangel Trace, so... I mean, this is just the problem with Reg Wiz. It can just... Oh, sorry, with Reg Anarch, it can just be so slow at times. You can just get gear checked all over the place.
Mm.
I mean, it's also insanely powerful at times. Once you have your rig set up, you can effectively get into everywhere for free, and it's amazing. But until then, there's just a lot of ways that the Corp can exploit you.
What would you rather see here, Tollbooth or Archangel? I obviously you don't want to see either of them, but what would make your heart just like...
I think Archangel would be the better ice there for Dave. I think because it's a lower res cost. It's actually harder for Yogg to break. No res.
Wow.
Oh,
Didn't see that coming.
I mean, it's bad for Bart either way. He can trash it, but then he's going tag me at that point. He can't.
Again, he's Kim. Actually, oh wait. Yeah, he's Kim. He could probably... There are worse times to go tag me.
I mean, this might be the time to go tag me.
Yeah.
But at that point, the nice thing is you can kind of start getting a bit more of an HQ thing going.
Mm.
Although losing credits to the Turnpike would be annoying. But the trouble is that Bart's never going to have any money for the rest of the game.
I mean, he's just handing Say the opportunity to just win the game like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of problems there because Say could, they could just score breaking news or something.
Yeah, he's multiple outs at that point with the Samsung.
Oh, it looks like.
Oh,
yeah, I think.
That's it.
I think Dave's got it. Oh,
yeah.
No. Oh, exchange. Yeah, exchange.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
GG's.
Yeah, I mean that CTM do its thing. That was very well played by Dave, but yeah, kind of unfortunate for Bart. He was just kind of not seeing the cards he needed at the right times.
Like one data sucker, or the breakers earlier down on the field, and you'd have had a lot. And that's a special guest appearance by your shorts, I believe.
Yes. No, it's a one data sucker would have changed that game so much. Seeing seeing that paperclip earlier would have changed the game so much. So many things. But unfortunately, yeah, I mean, Dave just kind of saw the gap in Bart's rig and just took advantage of it. So
Textbook CTM.
Yeah, so I mean, I was very impressed how I guess the early scrubber kind of meant that Bart didn't really suffer from not being Wiz, but I think we'd be talking about this game a lot differently if there wasn't a scrubber on that peddler early on.
Mm-hmm.
So
it would have been a bloodbath easily.
Quite possibly, but yeah, I think very well played by both players. I think that game had a lot of potential to kind of go Bart's way if he had seen a few more key cards.
He had a fighting chance the whole time, and that's what's great about Netrare. You always have like a little bit of a chance if you play the right way.
Absolutely. But I think it's time to wrap this up. So, as always, I've been Kier Maxi. This has been Nick.
Bye now.
This has been Random Packet Loss, and thank you very much for watching.